Alright, so nagbabalik tayo. And for today's video, let's talk about one of the least talk about parts of tone production, no? Kasi madalas when we talk about bowing, tone production sa violin, we always talk about the attack or yung entry point, no? Yung kung paano tayo mag-start ng bowing. But we don't usually talk about how to end it and how to release it. And sometimes ito yung kulang, no? Kasi maganda lagi yung simula, yung tapos bahala na. No? So napaka-importante na alam din natin how to stop the bow if we know how to start it, no? So parang pagda-drive lang din, 'di ba? If you're driving a car, 'di ba? Most of the time kapag titigil ka, no, pag beginner yung nagda-drive, bigla ka na lang mapapagano'n, may konting jolt, no? Pag umaapak sa preno kasi nga hindi masyadong smooth yung pagtapak sa brake. So ganun din sa pagpe-play natin ng violin. Most of the time pag nagsisimula tayo, tinatapos lang natin ng gano'n. Na parang minsan bigla na lang nawawala yung sound na hindi natin namamalayan. Na parang kulang. Laging ganun yung pakiramdam. So, number one thing you should understand is when you're stopping, it's not abrupt. Okay? You have to play the full value of a note. So, for example, if you're stopping or your last note is a quarter note, edi you play the whole quarter note. So, ito yung beat natin. Versus, and then you just let it ring. No? And then, kailangan talaga makuha natin yung full value and then we stop. Okay? Para maramdaman ng audience mo, for example, na natatapos yung tinutugtog mo. Kung ano man yung, kumara, ending part na siya. Eh di naramdaman nila na nag-end versus yung bigla ka na lang nawala. Bigla na lang nag-ring, no? Isa pa yon, no? Because sometimes when we just stop, hindi natin pinipigilan yung resonance or nag-ring siya uncontrollably. So, for example, if you're playing with a pianist, tapos natapos yung phrase mo, minsan yung sobrang ringing na yon makaka-apekto din dun sa overall sound ng piniplay mo. So, kung hindi kailangang iparing yung sound ng instrument, you have to dampen it. No? The same way how you see mga timpani players, di ba? Minsan pagka-strike nila na ganun, dinadampen nila with their hands. So, you can do that with your bow, no? Kaya nga siya nasa laging on the string, di ba? Yun. So, anong ginagawa natin is we just stay on the spot without additional pressure. Pero, dahil nandun tayo sa spot na yon, napipigilan niya yung vibration ng ating strings. Kasi yung vibration ng strings natin is ganito. So, pag nag-stop tayo doon, nawawala na yung vibration. So, nagkakaroon ng dampening effect. So, hindi lang siya basta nawala yung sound. Medyo may konting tinanggal natin yung kanto, di ba? Parang gano'n. So, napaka-importante yan. Now, yung iba naman, laging sanay na pag natatapos, tanggal lang yung bow, no? So, as much as possible, end on the string and then take it off. Para mas maganda yung ending natin, no? Para hindi masyadong harsh. Unless you're doing like that na kailangan mo talaga. Pero most of the time ginagawa naman talaga yan, no? Pag grandiose yung ending. Pero of course if you're playing something slow, 'di ba? Hindi naman pwede tatapusin mo siya ng ganun, 'di ba? So, the way we stop the bow, dito natin nakikita yung refinement, 'di ba? Yung iba kasi nga minsan slow piece. Natapos na lang ng gano'n. Again, full value. Make sure you let it slowly die out by having your bow on the string kung kailangan. No? So again, maraming ways to stop it but sometimes we don't think about it. We just stop the notes. No? Like for example, mga baroque endings naman. Diba? Yung iba ganun. Wala nang tunog. So, hindi rin pwede na sobrang bass na mawala, mag-fade out yung sound. So, yung effect of the resonance, of everything else, kailangan meron siyang meron siyang sense. It makes musical sense pag nagtitigil tayo. So, it's also as important as starting your bow. Kasi yung iba yung nakakalimutan na rin kung paano patigilin yung tunog. So, again, ang most valuable lesson that I could give you here is play the full value and don't let the endings be super abrupt. Remember, pag natapos na, you still have a lot of time on your hands. You control the stage when you're performing. So, you don't need to end in such a short while. Kasi, di ba, the ending is your finish line. And you have to savor and enjoy it, di ba? So, if you are trying to end your passages, ending your phrases, make sure that it literally ends. Kasi pag may feeling pa na hindi pa tapos, doon tayo minsan nagkakaroon ng feeling, especially yung audiences natin na parang, nabitin ako doon parang ganun, di ba? So, if you want to end something, and stop your bow, make sure it's really intentional. Ayan. So, hindi lang din to, bahala na kung paano matapos, di ba? So, always try to understand how to work your bow, So, maraming ways, but you have to fully understand everything. Kaya mong gawin. Kaya mo ng short, kaya mo ng ringing, kaya mo ng slowly dying down, di ba? So, and you have to understand kung saan siya ginagamit. Hindi pwedeng slow piece nga, tapos bigla ka na mag-staccato na ending, di ba? So, napaka-importante na alam natin how to start, how to sustain, and how to end. Yan. So, hopefully nakatulong to. If it did, comment down below other questions you might have, and I'll see you on the next one. Good luck sa inyo.